In today's episode of the Pathmark Presents podcast, I got a very interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Kaity Cornellier, and she's heading over from the folks over at StableLogic. And if you head over to their website, StableLogic.com, you will see that they basically mobilize cutting-edge technology strategy to minimize risk and spending during implementation. So now I checked that on the website, but now we want to really deep dive into what StableLogic is all about and how companies, call on their expertise to ultimately basically bring their business forward and transform their organizations. So welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hey, Kaity. So, of course, yeah. So maybe for people who haven't heard about StableLogic yet, what is it all about in your own words?
Yes, so StableLogic is a technology consultancy. We are based here in London, but we've got consultants from all over the world. We are quite a niche consultancy. So in terms of technology, we really focus on contact center technology, network transformations, anywhere kind of in the digital transformation space, and I guess generally enterprise technology. So we look at communications technology, strategy in a company. We really kind of look to leverage that technology and how it can help meet business goals. And so as a consultancy, what that looks like on a day-to-day process is we form strategies for our clients. We, kind of understand their requirements so that we can really implement the right, project for them. We run fair and impartial procurements. We're a completely independent consultancy, and we also have a project management division that does all of the technology implementation. And so obviously as a tech consultancy, there's a massive umbrella term there. So we also do a couple of other things. We have a software development arm called StableLogic Labs, which builds and maintains custom software, usually anywhere from the telecom space to AI, machine learning, data analytics, things like that. And we also have a technology expenses management service called Vroxis, which basically just manages anything from billings to invoices to devices for large enterprise level companies.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, maybe give us a quick insight. How do people, learn about you guys? Like, what's their journey like? And who are the people that are, benefiting most from StableLogic? So let's start there. Who are the people that benefit most, and then how do they learn about you guys?
So we've kind of found our niche with enterprise level companies. We tend to go for quite large companies. We don't have a minimum size. We have worked with some SMEs, but we do find enterprise companies tend to be the ones that go with us most. So I would say that's probably our target audience. In terms of industry, it really spans from everywhere. I mean, anything from aerospace to legal, retail, food, science, medical. We've worked with clients from like everywhere, and we've got over 30 years of expertise. So we've really kind of understood the best practice from different industries. So I'd say our target audience really enterprise level in any industry.
Gotcha. Very cool. And now, how do they learn about you guys?
Our website is probably a good place to start. Our website has all of our service offering there, all of the different services that I mentioned before. So I think that's kind of our big billboard where you can find everything about us. You can find our LinkedIn, which has a lot of our company updates. We're always at different expos doing different, we're always at different industry events and things like that. So that's a good way to kind of learn more about our culture, our employees. And yeah, I guess also probably just face to face, we love to chat to people, network. So that's probably another good way to learn about us.
Gotcha. Very cool. That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, tell me a little bit about sort of the role of the website. You mentioned, people are learning about you guys there, of course, but what does it mean for growth? Like, how do you think about the website StableLogic for growth?
Really good question. I would say because we are quite niche, one of the crucial things about our website is our messaging. So actually getting across what we do and balancing, our technical expertise and showing our technical expertise, but also being aware that we're speaking really to business leaders, to industry leaders. And so we need to have a focus on leveraging technology, all these technical terms, but to achieve business objectives. So that's a big area that we've tried to focus on with our website. So I think if you go to our website, you'll be able to kind of understand what it is that we do, what technologies we offer, what kind of projects we tend to work on. And I would say it's sort of a filtering system, if you like. I mean, we are obviously a consultancy, business consultancy. We do strategy, we do tech. And so I think going on our website will kind of help you understand where we fit into the industry and how we can really help our clients succeed.
Makes a whole lot of sense. Now, how do you sort of, when you think about the website, what's actually interesting, we have a lot of marketers on the show that, sometimes they see strength of the page, but also a website typically is also a piece, where there's continuous working on. Where do you see sort of like strength of the page versus where do you see room for further development?
It's a really good question because our website has been on a bit of a journey in the last year, I would say. So we recently did a complete rebrand of StableLogic. And so obviously that was a new website, but that was also a new logo, new brand colors, new visuals, just a new identity. And really the purpose of that was we didn't want to do a complete overhaul of StableLogic, but we wanted to really bring out what StableLogic is and really play to its strengths and play to, our values, which are really, really core to everything that we do. We wanted all of that to come through in our new branding. And so for our website, one of the big focuses that we had was, first of all, kind of as I mentioned, our messaging, making sure that our messaging is clear, the services that we offer are really clear so that people understand what we do and it just kind of cuts the noise. Landing with our clients properly as well. We don't want to be too technical and just kind of overwhelm them with terms, but we also don't want to oversimplify. We are very much a technology consultancy, not a business and a business consultancy. And so we want to be able to balance those two quite well. And I'd say the third priority of our website was really modernization. We really wanted something that felt sleek, that felt modern. So we spent tons of time just researching, what is it that prospective clients would be expecting from us? What are they looking for? What language can we use to connect with them? And what are they expecting to see? We wanted us to come through. So if you go on the website, you'll find like photos of us, you'll find photos of us at events, photos of us working, you'll find kind of examples of projects that we've worked on, for example. And so I would say the strengths of our website, our new website, really would lie in the design, the modern kind of design. It's sleek, it's functional, it's easy to find things. So we're quite pleased with that. And I'd say in terms of the detail of our messaging, I think that's the other strength that we really have.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, I'd like to switch gears a little bit and talk with you about sort of, like a typical place where you personally learn, like where do you basically in marketing insights and materials, because there's a plethora of stuff out there. By the day, it gets more. Now, where do you personally find high quality information to learn?
Oh, it's such a good question. There's probably a couple different places that I go to, I would sort of default to. We use HubSpot for everything, for our website, for emails, for our blog. And so I would say the HubSpot blog and their YouTube channel in particular are extremely helpful. We found those to be really, really helpful, actually. I would say I tend to try to stay abreast of Google updates as well. I think that's just key for everything that you do in marketing. So Google's newsletter and their website, their blog is quite helpful in terms of just staying abreast of new updates and stuff. And then I would say for like SEO or AI, like leveraging AI in marketing, I really like SEMrush's blog. And I think like best practice around, paid ads or lead generation, things like that. I really like Neil Patel. So those are probably the main ones that I would default to.
Gotcha. Perfect. Now, as we slowly moving towards the end of the interview, I got some rapid fire questions. Are you ready for those?
I'm preparing myself. Let's do it.
Very good. What would be the last book that you read or the last podcast you listened to?
Oh, last book I read or podcast I listened to. Sorry, this is meant to be rapid fire, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I don't think I have one.
That's completely fine.
Okay.
We move to the next one.
Okay.
If it comes to mind, that's completely fine. Now, what would you say is the one thing that StableLogic is focused on the most at the moment?
AI. is a massive focus for us. We are kind of discovering where that fits into multiple different services. So we're really looking at how we can help businesses to adopt AI, where they can use it, where it's going to be leveraged best in their organization. So AI adoption and consultancy is a big one, and also how to kind of work with AI technologies in labs. So looking at software development, looking how we can kind of customize AI technology for clients and kind of build that into the solutions that we create for them to further optimize what we're making. So I would say AI is a massive focus for us at the minute.
Gotcha. Very cool. Now, what would you say, because magic, bringing AI into companies, of course, can be very magical in many scenarios. What would you do? Let's say you have a magic wand. You can, change one thing for your role as a marketer. What would it be? The one thing, if technology wouldn't be a boundary, that you would do?
Oh, that is an excellent question. I would probably produce a lot more content. If I had the ability to, because I really am a big believer in content strategy to drive organic traffic and to just build out a website strength. But as a marketing manager, I am focused on literally everything. So I don't really have time to do tons of content production. We obviously have other members of the team who can, but yeah, I would say producing higher quality content, producing good content and producing it at higher quantities would probably be what I would like to achieve.
Awesome. Very good. That makes a whole lot of sense. Last question, Kaity. Now, if today would be your very first day, right? Starting your role as a marketer, right? You're stepping into the marketing arena the first time. Maybe let's go back to that day. What would be the one advice you would give yourself for the journey?
I think the one advice I would definitely give is to try everything. I'm a huge believer in that. I think offer yourself for every single project, offer to try everything, offer to learn about everything. I think that's just absolutely huge because it will show you immediately where your natural strengths lie, the things that you like to do, where your passions lie, and also the areas of weakness, the things that you need to do more training and the things that you need to focus on a little bit more. And so I think that will give you insight immediately into, do I want to focus on one particular area of marketing? Do I just want to do copywriting? Do I just want to do data analytics? Do I just want to do design, or do I want to do all of it? And if I do want to do all of it, where am I naturally good at and where do I need to be improving? I think trying everything, saying yes to everything, offering yourself for every single project is kind of the way that you can understand how you can best utilize your skill set in marketing. So that's definitely what I would say.
Kaity, now I appreciate you joining us today for the Pathing Presents podcast. I want to give you the last word. If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about StableLogic, what's the one thing people should remember?
Let me think about that one for a sec. I think probably the main takeaway with StableLogic is that we are really and truly focused on our client success. And we do that through focusing on our values. We hold those really core to everything that we do. Integrity and impartiality are crucial to building trust with our clients. We innovate, we like to be creative, and we are really, really, really sticklers for delivery, making sure that we are actually delivering real change into our clients' operations. We don't want to just come in and give you a load of theory. We want to really come in and actually deliver meaningful change that is sustainable and that lasts. So I'd say that's really at the heart of what we do and probably the most crucial part of understanding who we are.
That makes a whole lot of sense and also summarizes really well what StableLogic is all about. So Kaity, thanks a lot for being a guest on the show.
Thank you.